I need you to stop normalizing cheap. You need to stop making it your thought process of that you just need to save some money to obtain the things you want. I need you to let that go and think instead of, how can I make more out of every minute that I'm working, instead of how can I save more without doing as much. And believe me, I've been in this mindset, which is crazy. I've made millions of dollars and I've lived off of only like 40, supporting a family of 5 with 3 pets at the time, or maybe it was 4 pets at the time. And just thinking back of all the like stuff that I did during that time, like I learned how to garden, I learned how to bake bread, I learned how to like cook all these different types of meals, I learned how to clean, like, and I don't just mean like basic cleaning, I mean like serious cleaning, like, okay, and then I had to get up earlier to iron clothes, and I had to learn how to do all, see what I'm saying? I learned how to do all this other stuff, and you could say, okay, well, what's the big deal on that? I was literally destroying myself. I was severely overweight. I kept gaining more and more weight because I was eating cheaper food. I was in the mindset of lack all the time. So it was always like starvation mode. When you are in the mode of lack, when you eventually have a little bit of extra money you feel like you can spend, or a little bit of extra money can like get more food, and then you're just like living in this like temporary abundance, you're going to overwhelm your system. You're going to eat more, you're going to do more, and then it's a vicious cycle. And then you are like, oh well, I need to like save more, and I need to learn to do all this other stuff, and I need to downgrade my subscriptions and downgrade my life. And believe me, I didn't have television. I didn't do anything for fun. I stayed at home. I've raised my kids. Everything was very, very frugal. Like, my kids have been homeschooled, and in homeschool, you don't have to like stay up with the latest trends or buy new materials. You literally don't have to do regular haircuts or anything, because you're not trying to impress their friends or other families or anything. So once I got out of that mindset, and it's so funny because my ex, at the time, like, he was buying the sports cars and the nicer clothes and everything else, and me, I was just like, oh my god, I gotta do more, and it was destroying me as a person, because I couldn't like seek my own, like, what I wanted to do. I didn't ever look to do more. I didn't aspire to do more. I didn't ever look for new things, because I was always in a lack. I'm like, how can I save? What thrift stores can I buy clothes at? What things can I like bypass, like in what we're eating? Like, can I grow it? It's like, how can I freeze it? How can I can it? When you get out of that mindset and you start thinking, how can I make 100,000? How can I make 200,000? How can I make a $1 million business? And you live more in that, which is crazy, because at the time, like I said, I just sold like a multi-million-dollar business, but I went into this fear of losing it. And like I said, and then my health declined, and it wasn't like I was working less. I was working less on the wrong things. So I was, instead of working like to establish another business or another career path, because I was doing that, but it was more in lack. So it was just like, I just need to make a little bit extra money to make things work out, and I got to learn all this other stuff to make up for it. But it was the mindset. Whereas before, I was always just like, oh, I just need to get this many more clients. I need to just add this another service, and it's going to boost the income. And it just naturally came. I didn't stress out about it. And there was never a point that I'm like, oh, I got to learn how to bake bread. I got to like homeschool my kids. I got to like do all this stuff and learn all this stuff and like find time and save money and put myself through like literal hell, because I was trying to do everything for a number of years. And like I said, you could definitely see it with my older photos where I gained so much weight. I was so overweight. I was so depressed. I was not happy with like the way I looked, where my life was at, like in general, just like day to day. Like I loved all the stuff we had, because we had a nice house, I had my kids, I had my pets, but like, I didn't aspire to be anything more than just a mom, and just like to do all these responsibilities as a parent that's trying to like save money and penny pinch. And all my conversations were about like, oh, how much did I save, or where did I buy this at? Like, and it was like, buy this at, like, oh, I actually got this from the thrift store. I spent $2 on this, and it was like being proud of it. And looking back, it was a gross mindset. And once you start thinking differently, and you start reprogramming, and you start being okay with, it's okay to have money. It's okay to like help more people, and it's okay to offer them services and everything, because that's how I made like millions of dollars when I was 27. And just something shifted in me during a time period that there was such a big like disconnect from that original mindset, where it was very scarcity and scarcity driven, and a lot of it had to do with day-to-day stresses, but it was all because I was trying to take on more than one person can really do by themselves. But I do want you to learn from my lessons, and that's what I'm teaching you here. So make sure that you save this video, and it takes time. It takes time to get out of that mindset. So I wish you the best of luck, and yeah, watch more of the videos that I have here about the subject, and I promise you it will definitely help you get through this. Take care.